What if the 10 most effective healing plants you will ever need are not in any pharmacy or supplement aisle, but growing wild in the fields, ditches, and gardens within reach of where you are right now? Most people reach for the same bottle every time a cut, a cough, or a wave of stubborn pain shows up. The same shelf, the same synthetic formula, the same routine. But that habit has replaced something that took thousands of years to build. A working knowledge of plants with documented clinical evidence behind them. Plants that healed people long before any of those products existed. Number 7 on this list was so trusted for clearing chest infections that people made it into candy and sold it in general stores across the country for over a century. Reclaiming that kind of knowledge is exactly what this channel is here for. If you have ever suspected that the healing knowledge your grandparents relied on is still out there, still valid, and still free, you are in the right place. Here are 10 forgotten plants that will heal you instantly. And watch out, by the end, you will understand why we saved the best for last. Let's begin. Number 1. Calendula, the battlefield wound flower. Before antibiotics, medieval soldiers carried calendula into battle and called it the war flower. The triterpenoids and flavonoids in those orange petals speed wound healing, reduce inflammation, and fight infection. Facts clinical trials have confirmed, including a Journal of Clinical Oncology study where it outperformed pharmaceutical treatment for radiation skin damage. You can infuse the dried flowers in oil and make a healing salve. Pharmaceutical companies cannot patent a flower, but the flower has never stopped working. Number 2. Plantain weed, the sidewalk surgeon. This low-growing weed grows in every lawn, trail, and sidewalk crack on the continent. Native Americans called it white man's footprint because it followed settlers wherever they walked, and those settlers relied on it for wounds, stings, and infections. The leaves contain aucubin, a compound with confirmed anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial activity. Crush a fresh leaf and press it to a cut or bite. What you have been stepping over is free first aid. Number 3. Self-heal, the living medicine cabinet. The plant is literally called self-heal, a name that reflects exactly what our ancestors knew. Prunella vulgaris treated wounds, mouth ulcers, and sore throats for centuries. Modern research confirms it disrupts bacterial biofilms, protective layers that make infections harder to treat. Steep the dried leaves as a tea and gargle for throat pain. If you have ever dealt with a stubborn mouth sore, this weed is still growing in your yard. Number 4. Mullein, the lung cleaner. That tall plant with fuzzy gray-green leaves growing in vacant lots and roadsides is one of the oldest respiratory remedies in the world. Verbascum was used for bronchitis and chest colds for centuries. The leaves contain saponins, natural expectorants that loosen mucus so the body can clear the infection. Dry the leaves, steep as a tea, and strain carefully through cloth. The mullein growing near you has been doing this longer than cough syrup has existed. Number 5. Yarrow, the soldier's herb. Achillea millefolium takes its name from Achilles, who according to legend treated soldiers' wounds with it at Troy, one of the oldest named medicinal uses in Western recorded history. The alkaloid achillene stops bleeding while the plant's flavonoids close and heal the wound. Crush fresh leaves and press them directly to a cut. You will not find this combination in any pharmacy product. The field medic has always grown wild and free. 5 plants in, and the pattern is clear. Plants that have healed for thousands of years are being confirmed by modern science, and they are growing free, right now, in places most routines never look. The plants ahead have clinical evidence that will change what the word medicine means to you. Number 6. Comfrey, the tissue rebuilder. Folk herbalists called comfrey knitbone, and they were not speaking metaphorically. Symphytum officinale root contains allantoin, a compound that promotes cell proliferation, telling your body to repair tissue faster than it would on its own. Peer-reviewed trials confirm topical comfrey extract reduces pain in sprains and bruised muscle. Infuse the dried root in oil to make a salve. The tissue your body is working to repair today has a faster path than rest alone. Number 7. White Horehound, the original cough drop. There was a time when Horehound candy sat beside the register at every general store in America. Marubium vulgar was the trusted remedy behind those products for over a century. The compound marubian makes the cough productive rather than suppressed. Steep the dried leaves with honey and drink at the first sign of congestion. Think of Horehound as the original cough medicine that actually wanted you to get better, not just stop coughing. Number 8. Blue Vervain, the forgotten nerve tonic. Traditional herbalists reached for blue vervain for people wound too tight, carrying tension, unable to settle, cycling through anxious thoughts without relief. The iridoid compound verbenilin is what modern research points to for its genuine anxiolytic effects. Steep the dried aerial parts as an evening tea. For you, the value is simple: nervous system relief without a prescription or dependency. The plant has been waiting in the ditch this entire time. Number 9. Oregon grape, the dermatologist's secret. Oregon grape does not look like medicine, a spiky evergreen shrub in mountain regions. But Mahonia aquifolium has clinical trials confirming real improvement in psoriasis and atopic dermatitis, conditions that often resist standard treatment. The berberine alkaloids deliver antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effects directly to the skin. Find it as a cream and apply consistently for weeks. What you have access to here is a clinically validated option that conventional medicine still struggles with. Modern dermatology is quietly taking notes on a plant folk medicine never forgot. Number 10. Meadowsweet, the original aspirin. Meadowsweet is last because it closes the entire argument of this list. Filipendula ulmaria is the plant aspirin, and the proof is in the name itself. The spear in aspirin comes directly from Spirea ulmaria, meadowsweet's former botanical name. Here is what matters. Meadowsweet's salicylates reduce pain and inflammation just as aspirin does. But traditional herbalists also used it to soothe the stomach. Every plant on this list gives you something the synthetic version removed. Meadowsweet is the one where nature had already solved the problem we created by replacing it. 10 plants that have been growing wild, working reliably, and waiting to be remembered. The central argument this video makes is not that modern medicine is wrong. It is that something was lost when plant medicine was replaced, and it does not have to stay lost. Which of these 10 plants did you find most surprising? This is the conversation we are building here. A community of people who value knowing over depending. The knowledge was always there.